Still going strong. Alright. What is the profound message I'm about to read gonna say now? Oh, okay. Riveting shit, huh? Alright. Wow, I got that off almost like I knew what I was doing. Fuck, I hate that fucking holiday. Shit on a shingle. Alright. And I initiated. Okay. Fuck me. Excuse my language. I was reading a review of Dell. Whoops. Okay. See here. Surprisingly. I'm gonna have to save that recording for sure. Don't worry, I'm not gonna listen. I'm just gonna proceed to saving it. Error. Shut up. Uh-oh, some of these might not even be saving. Shit. Alright, it's time to get creative with the picture poses. Okay. Toxic. Toxic feet. I'm an acupuncturist's worst nightmare. Or a pedicurist's worst nightmare for that matter. Okay. I look like I'm out of steam, but believe me, I'm not. I wish I was. Sorry. Way hyped up. Alright. An hour and 40 minutes until midnight in Arizona. So, I may need to at some point. Woo. It's okay. Just got home from work. Sleepy time? Meal. Like my boy Tom. What the fuck? Why you cursing, son of a bitch? Cursor. Yep, I'm reading reviews about the Dell Studio laptop cursors. Sorry, I just read it. I can't tell if it's gonna contain bad words ahead of time. I'm actually a terrible reader, and I sublex all the time, which means I what do you call it? I read the word while I'm reading it, which really makes for a slow task, if you know what I mean. What? Sorry. The kind of tea. And okay. It's not really that useful to like make jokes involving people who don't know each other, because then it's like they don't have any clue what you're talking about. Okay, gosh, Tim Tebow, I just, he needs to get out of the news. I want to move to Mexico. Oh, no, sorry. No. Okay, that's a honest mistake. I want to go to Mexico so I can escape all this Tebow mania. But I fear that even if I made it to Mexico, and even if I was like a prisoner of a drug cartel, they would be being like, hablamos vivir Tebow. Yeah, it would be awful. Just terrible. Couldn't escape. I don't know where I could go to escape Tebow. I want to say Tebow. Ugh. Jeez. How about any more song titles? Okay. See if we can. It's kind of more fun when someone else picks it rather than me. It's more objective that way, and it gives me more of a fresh opportunity. Ooh. God, chew some gum, man. Burn some of this ephedra out of my bloodstream. Ooh, okay. Cool. Great. Oh, fuck. Cursor troubles. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Make sure we got the song. I'm almost positive we do. How come they get dual like noises? Ow, I give up. I'm never going to be able to figure out how to spell bourbon, and that will derail that whole method of searching. So, instead, blues. Where the frick is blues? Blues. I would consider him blues, wouldn't you? Maybe not. Maybe he's rock. Sometimes they do it, okay, maybe he's not blues. They do it by like the artist's first name. Sometimes they do it by their last name. It's freaking confusing. Okay, maybe he's rock. Damn. We might have to do a little short break for wardrobe change. God damn it. Okay, I know they've got to have shit. That's the no false alarm. That's the real fucking deal. I heard it. According to this one, they don't have it, and I just cannot accept that. Man, I'm gonna be damn near heartbroken if we don't. Here we go. That was George Thorogood and the Destroyers. This is just George Thorogood, and what do you know? We got it. We don't need no goddamn Destroyers. Alright. Uh-oh. That was a very aggressive door slam. I hope that's not a bad omen. Alright. Let's check on our correspondence with the viewers. Exactly. Yes. Okay. The song is one bourbon, one scotch, one beer, please. Allow your ideas to flow like an untamed river. Oh. Whoops, shit. How, fucking spastic cursor. Shit. This cursor is about ready to go. I need a mouse. Like I need a hole in the head, but in a good way. Alright. Okay. Flow like an untamed river. Like the gentle, pleasing aroma of the Tokyo spa. Okay. 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 I gotta type instructions now. Yep.
Here's your mail.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. How's your day?
That's not bad. How's yours?
Not too bad. It's pretty easy Monday.
I probably jinxed myself when I said I'm broadcasting live now, and I probably took us off the air, huh? Alright. So let me just get this down. Okay. Okay. Where you at? Where you at? Nice. Nice. Can you hear and see? If you can, then I don't need to type it, which saves us all an abundance of time. Tiempo. Which is how they're all good. Okay, I got this story. I don't need to write it all out. It's not like I'm turning it in to the University of Phoenix. Nice. Okay. So, thanks to your suggestion. Oh, is there a nickname that I can refer to you as a viewer that can if I protect your anonymity, or do you like just prefer anonymous? Oh, Daquisha from Quebec. She's part of the separatist movement. Okay, this was your song choice, Daquisha. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Anyhow, this is the story of the song One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer, written by George Thorogood. Back in way back in like the 1800s, a woman in Rhode Island, in attempting to try and soothe her colicky child, evidently tried a scotch, a bourbon, and a beer separately. Neither worked, but she found that she had great success in both soothing the colic and the teething and calming the child down. So, hence, the story got out and spread like wildfire. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer was the household remedy for an unruly child, for a sick child, any kind of home remedy for an infant experiencing some problems. The practice became so widespread that it was actually published in the New England Journal of Medicine. What they didn't realize is that this was false. There was actually harmful side effects from feeding children one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. Infant alcoholism skyrocketed. Along with that, cases of Down syndrome and fetal alcohol syndrome and birth defects and like spider feet and all sorts of crap just went through the roof. By the time the people at the New England Journal of Medicine figured it all out, they attempted to print a retraction and lecture and warn against the dangers of feeding infants alcohol. Unfortunately, the tobacco and liquor companies sued, and because it had become widespread custom, they successfully made the legal argument that there was not enough evidence to disprove it, and therefore it would result in libel and slander if they did print the retraction. So, consequently, one bourbon, one scotch, one beer kind of became the standard remedy up until probably the 1980s. Unfortunately, Corky Thatcher from Life Goes On, that's how he caught Down syndrome. Because his mom misunderstood the report, and she thought that if she drank one bourbon, one scotch, one beer, then she wouldn't have a colicky child. Of course, we saw what happened. How the song was written is that George Thorogood is a mean guy, and he hates the kids, and he hates kids with Down syndrome, and he hates that show Life Goes On. So this was his little taunt towards Corky Thatcher and the rest of the cast that participated in that awful show. On a personal note, my mom actually was guilty of the same false belief in that one bourbon, one scotch, one beer remedy as Corky Thatcher's mom. Fortunately for me, My father did enough psychedelic drugs and marijuana while she was pregnant that I think they counteracted, and I only ended up with like, they call it a touch of down and a touch of fetal. So you can kind of see it if you look closely in my face, like my eyes are kind of spread apart. My dad often thought that I would be a successful quarterback in football because my eyes were so far apart that I could see both sides of the field and I could just hit receivers that well. But unfortunately, because the touch of fetal and the touch of down, I didn't really grow to be that tall. Anyways, that's the story. So without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and sing this George Thorogood classic. And if I had some more energy drink, I would pour some out for all the homies with Down syndrome and fetal. I feel like they're kind of like my cousins, or maybe like half brothers. E. E, 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 E. I want to tell you a story about the house went blue. I come home on Friday, had to tell the landlady I done lost my job. She said that don't confront me as long as I get my money next Friday. Now next Friday come, I didn't get the rent, and out the door I went. I wish I had this combination right here. That would be nice. So I go to the landlady. So you let me slide. I have the rent money for you tomorrow and maybe next day. I don't know. So she let me slide along. You know, people, I notice when I come home, she ain't got nothing nice to say. But for 5 years, she was so nice. No, she was lovey-dovey. I come home one particular evening, and the landlady said, I got the rent money yet. I said no. Come on, no job. Therefore, I ain't got no rent money to pay the rent. Said, I don't believe you're trying to find a job. Said, I seen you today, you were standing on the corner, leaning against a post. I said, but I'm tired. I've been walking all day. I said, that don't confront me. As long as I get my money next Friday. She said, Friday come, I didn't have the rent, and out the door I went. So I go down the street, down my good friend's house. I said, look, man, I'm outdoors, you know. Can I stay with you maybe a couple days? He said, let me go and see with my wife. He came out of the house, I could see his face. I knew there was no. He said, I don't know, man, she got funny and all. I said, I know, you got funny. Now you funny too. So I go back home, I tell the lady, I got a job, I'm gonna pay the rent. She said, yeah. I said, oh yeah. And then she was so nice. Oh, she really loved it. I go in my room, pack up my things, and I go. I slip on out the back door, and down the street I go. She be hollering about the front rent, she be lucky to get any back rent. She ain't gonna get none of it. So I stop in the local bar, you know, people. I go into the bar, I rent my coat, I call the bartender. So look, man, come down here. You came out here, so what you want? One baby, one sky, one be my baby since I don't know when. I've been drinking bourbon, whiskey, scotch and gin. Gonna get high gonna get loose. Give me a triple shot of that juice. Gonna get drunk, don't you have no fear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. But I'm sitting there at the bar. I'm getting drunk, I'm feeling mellow. I'm drinking bourbon, I'm drinking scotch, I'm drinking beer. We're down the bar, here on the bartender. Say, look man, come down here. So what you want? One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. No, I ain't seen my baby since the last last. Gonna get a drink, man, I'm gonna get gas. Gonna get high, man, I ain't had enough. Give me a triple shot of that stuff. Gonna get drunk, won't you listen, I hear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Get all right. This is the way I'm trying to strengthen my stomach muscle. I'm too lazy to do sit-ups. Sit-ups cause diabetes. Sorry, bro. That's my back. Got my back, baby. I'm pretty high. You know when your mouth is dry, you're pretty high. You down the bar, see my bartender. Say, look man, come down here. He got down there, he said, what you want this time? I said, look man, what time is it? He said, the clock on the wall says 3 o'clock. The last call. That's all. What you need? One bourbon, one scotch, one beer. No, I ain't seen my baby since I'm the weed. You gotta get drunk till I can't speak. You don't get high, man, listen to me. One drink ain't enough, Jack, you better make it 3. You're gonna get drunk, I'm gonna make it real clear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. One bourbon, one scotch, and one beer. Wow. Well, Mom, Dad, and everybody else who's been trying to pressure me into getting a vasectomy, your prayers have been answered. I think I just achieved that on my own, without any costly hospital stay or insurance issues. There's your Christmas present. Merry Christmas. Don't say I never gave you anything. Whew, man. Alright. Wow. I should have known doing that little hitting myself in the stomach thing was that was only a matter of time before something like that happened. Ooh, I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. Okay. It wasn't my best vocal performance ever. Oh, God, man. But, damn, I'm starting to feel that weakness. Kind of like when you get hit in the nuts and you start to feel weak. It doesn't feel good, it hurts. We had a blast at Scooter's Pub. Seahawks crushed the Rams 30-13. I won 2 ice something. This is the president of the Las Vegas Seahawkers reminiscing about the victory on Monday Night Football. I also must say that the audio on your end sucks. So, like, I'm not trying to say my performance is that great, but I think it is better. It's way better than what you're able to hear, but thank you. That was not a staged nut shot either. That was a real shot. Uh-oh. Here comes Jimmy the Graham Reaper. Hi, Chad. Hi. Did you see me whack myself in the nuts? Oh, are you watching? Maybe not. I don't even want to know. I didn't spell that right, but it's understandable because getting hit in the nuts is pretty much the same thing as getting a concussion. That is a true story, and you can look it up in the New England Journal of Medicine. So now, the funny thing is before I actually knew your name, Daquisha, I was just going to give you a nickname and call you Chad's Weak Horse and Drag. But, it's not even apropos. It was just some weird random thought that came into my head. Uh-oh. Now I have some explaining to do. Okay. Let's see. What was that? Okay. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, nice. Okay. Perhaps a bit. I think we'll stick with Daquisha for now, just because. I got enough. I think that's just easier all around for now. Let's see here. Whoa! I accidentally just doing a weird show. I have to type this in. Alright. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. No, not at all. That was something I had to type. I couldn't say it. Oh, boy. Alright, that was informative. You're out awful late. Graham Reaper. Okay. So, let me take a quick inventory of all you viewers out there. What are you liking this little fictitious story thing, or no? Because if you like it, we can keep going. Just throw me another song. While you pontificate on that, I'm gonna need to just change clothes because this is just getting to be too much, especially after my concussion. Please hold. Cheap ass dude. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright. So, and alright. I know what I said about wife beaters, but sometimes comfort takes precedence over dignity. What can I say? Okay. Okay, let's X out of that. Damn. There's like a story I really wish I could tell about someone I do not even know whatsoever, but they used to be a patron at my former place of employment years back, and I saw them just randomly on the ESPN football site. Okay, anyways, and I friended them, and now we're friends on Facebook, but I just cannot say anymore, even though I just seriously want to. Not anything bad, or it's just funny and amusing, but you never know, people might not take kindly to that. They sometimes like their business kept private, so damn it, so much for that. Okay, and Ooh. I deeply apologize here, but this is where we might get a bit boring for a little while, just because I don't want to go off the air, but I gotta knock out this stupid posting requirement for University of Phoenix, pretty much the equivalent to Everest College, but somehow they conned someone into giving them the credentials to give out graduate degrees. I was posing, sorry. That's an attractive photo, trust me. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay, in the words of one of my wise aunts, simmer down. Just cheesing. Where? Yeah. As you noted. Oh, I can just say this. I don't need to freaking type it. As you noted, there was never anything there to begin with anyway, so it's not like I could really hurt myself, you know what I mean? Okay, so back to the bad news. You're gonna have to somehow, you all are gonna have to somehow accompany me to the drudgery that is the University of Phoenix. And we're gonna have to just respond to a couple idiots' posts. So, I think the minimum on that is like maybe 70 or 80 words. So, as chattery as I am tonight, that shouldn't be too hard. So, bear with it. Discussion, and maybe I can just embarrass someone in my class. Guess we'll tackle discussion question number 2. Okay, this is the a-hole that's in my learning team that I had my little misunderstanding with. Oh my shit, I'm not even gonna attempt to read this. This has got to be like 1,000 words. For like a 150 to 200 word requirement. Yucky ducky, I don't even want to, it's not worth it. Okay. Who has the least amount of replies out of anyone in here? Oh. Let's reply to this stupid you-know-what, who's also, God, what is up with these wordy peckerheads? I know there's got to be someone who just did a horrible post and I can just get in and get out and just damn, he's at okay. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll just have to find one tiny little aspect of this jerk-off's post and respond to it. Oh, now, just to give you all an insight to what this question is, the question is something to the effect is, what do you think is the most common dual relationship in psychology, and what can be done to prevent them? Okay, so now, for the dual relationships are like ethical no-nos for the most part, and unless it's under very like specific circumstances, such as it's a rural area, so there's like only one psychologist for like 500 miles, or like, you know, it's part of some weird therapy that requires it. Now, just listen to this a-hole, and I haven't even qualified what a douche this guy is, but I think you'll figure it out on your own by just this short little excerpt that I'm going to read from his post. I think that it is impossible not to have dual relationships. It is? I think the question that should be asked is, what is it that we do with dual relationships? We can live properly with them or not. Other people who state things such as all dual relationships are improper may not be able to answer the analogy that follows. Oh, brother. I don't really want to read this. God, he's just roping me in. Boy, this is original. I see someone drowning in a lake. I know that I'm capable of helping them by swimming out to get them, and I know that the lake is safe and doesn't have any submerged items. Really, do you need to put all this detail in? Just get to the point. And I see a sign that says no swimming, and I just stand there and watch the person drown. And then I have to call my actions or lack of them into question. No. Oh, Jesus. I found out that nothing is black and white in the psychological world, I bet. Dual relationships engender boundaries at one point in our okay. Okay, I kind of think I get the gist of what this guy's saying, and I'm not going to get into all his little dumb, wordy hypos, but he's probably trying to say, like, well, what if somehow the psychiatrist finds out that there's something wrong with the patient and blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like that, I think, is what he's getting at. So, let me just type out this reply, and then I'll read it to you once I get 80 words. sorry, this won't take too much longer. And maybe you can tell me if it sounded good. Sorry, almost done with this little response. I just type slow. Okay, let me make sure I have this. Alright. This is very sarcastic, by the way. I enjoyed reading your well-written and thought-provoking reply to the discussion question. I find your analogy interesting with regard to dual relationships. According to my admittedly limited understanding of dual relationships, I am of the impression that, with the exception of a few rare and unavoidable circumstances, such as a rural environment, or in certain situations where the particular modality of therapy requires a dual relationship, the general consensus is that dual relationships should be avoided. The example you raise in your analogy of the drowning person, I suspect, would fall under the category of unavoidable circumstances, like an emergency. An argument could be made that under those circumstances a psychologist has a duty to intervene on behalf of the patient. Are you suggesting that dual relationships should be encouraged and condoned as a standard practice within the field of psychology? What I also should put is, by the way, I didn't really finish reading your long-winded reply, so I'm not exactly sure where you went with your analogy. I'm just guessing. Alright. Okay. Alright, post this sucker, and we're like halfway done for this awful posting requirement. Fuck. That's my worst nightmare, when I try to spell a word and the spell checker doesn't suggest anything that looks right. Oh well. Okay. And see, like, you're supposed to do 2 of these substantive posts like 4 days a week, and I totally slacked, and today's like the last day of the week, and so I'll get 2 out of 4, which isn't good, but it's better than nothing. So that's 1. So who's next? I already replied to that guy. Shit. Raquel Jones Smith. Ooh, a hyphenated name. I wonder if they... What? Oh, I wonder if they take themselves seriously. Okay. I'm gonna just skim through this. Alright, this is a pretty intelligent point. So, let me just go ahead and give them some brief feedback. I probably scared y'all off by then anyways. Hello, hyphenated. Hello, Grace Jones the third. Enjoyed. Solid understanding. I didn't tell you what this is about. Something about, she basically outlines the general gist of dual relationships. Then she mentions how where she's from, there was a fitness expert, famous fitness person that was good friends with their therapist, and the therapist was an exercise assistant, kind of showing like the exception to the rule. And I want to say, well, I bet this was out of Curves. Also appreciate the example. 100 words. Ooh. Alright. So this should be it. I enjoyed reading your post as it demonstrated a solid understanding of the issue of dual relationships. I also appreciate the example you provided as it illustrates a tangible example of what I would consider the exception to the rule. Based on the relationship you described, I see no ethical issues or conflicts. However, this is, I suspect, a unique situation and is not advisable as a standard practice. It is useful to see an example of when a perfectly acceptable instant. It is useful to see an example of it is useful to see an example of an acceptable instance of a dual relationship. Broadens our awareness and perspectives. Okay, let me just try that. Take that from the top. I enjoyed reading your post as it demonstrated a solid understanding of the issue of dual relationships. I also appreciate the example you provided as it illustrates a tangible example of what I would consider the exception to the rule. Based on the relationship you describe, I see no ethical issues or conflicts. However, this is, I suspect, a unique situation and is not advisable as a standard practice. It is useful to see an example of an acceptable instance of a dual relationship because it broadens our awareness and perspectives. Yes, it's wordy, but who gives a damn? I don't. I'm not actually trying to impress anyone here. Alright. Quote original. Alright. Post message. Ooh, someone spelled example wrong. And useful. And broadens. God, that's horrible. Okay, that's it. Goodbye, pot liquor. Alright. Let's get out of here. Anybody here? Yep. I think we might have put at least the middle time zone to sleep and half of the Pacific. Okay. Well, now it's actually good to know though that that's finished, and unless there's some major catastrophe with the learning team assignment, which I don't anticipate, then everything should be kosher. Here's an interesting piece of news. Okay. Guns N' Roses and Zakk Wylde perform AC/DC's Whole Lotta Rosie, UltimateClassicRock.com. I like Zakk Wylde, but Axl Rose, he pretty much wore his welcome out with me. I know it's a harsh way to see it, but you know, in all fairness, when he was popular and everybody liked him, including me, it was like, we're 13 years old, for God's sake. Yup. Alright. Anywho, who. Jeez. I don't know any of these folks. People are like, I think, never mind, don't matter. Ugh, I'm getting sick. Someone wrote that. Not about my show, just a general post. Alright. Water break. I will return. Send your wishes to me and they will come true in just moments from now. there's no hurry on that anyways, right? There's no hurry on that, 'cause it's not like we need to go back. Alright. Okay. Got it. Okay. Even though I'm not listening to the television, I'm seeing the same repetitive highlights over and over again are starting to get a little monotonous. So, Jesus. Oh, is that the Oscar-winning movie with Dennis Rodman? Yeah. Oh yeah, mail. It was just a phone bill. Nothing new there. Okay. I'm gonna do something here. Just while I get resituated. Let's see. I don't even know why I'm going here and checking this, because it's like definitely probably something I'm not going to want to see, but sometimes it's better to get out of the way. Get it over with, right? At least then you kill the anticipation, which sometimes can be worse. As Tom Petty once said, the waiting is the hardest part. No news is good news. Bowl Mania is here. Alright. Okay. Nothing. Whew. Okay. Damn it. Alright. How are we looking here? Oh, jeez.